This segment contains offensive material, and if you don't like it, we have 2 words for you.
Jabroni, Jabronixyzabc. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jabroni.
Name something that gets passed around. Chris.
A joint.
A joint.
You jabronis hit the jackpot, and then all of a sudden, you're jumping around like a bunch of idiots.
Ladies and gentlemen, heels and heelettes, welcome back. Finally, after months of smoking too much weed and trying to get this shit together and dealing with COVID and dealing with every other fucking thing that's happened in 2020 so far, I am finally back. Your boy Chris G, aka Don Juan Jabroni, with the newest episode of Joints and Jabronis, but we have a guest. We are here. We are joined by my good brother from the Weed and Wrasslin podcast, my man Poxley. What's good, brother? How you doing?
I'm cooling, bro. I'm cooling and whatnot. I'm doing I'm just been, all over the place right now, man, with all this bullshit going on, but I'm still breathing. I'm doing well and whatnot. Oh, man, thanks for having me, though, bro.
Yeah, man, of course. We were on the Weed and Wrasslin podcast on the IG Live, and we did a nice little interview. I had to get you back on Joints and Jabronis so we can look at some botches and talk about some jabroni shit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So before we get started, kind of a ritual here at Joints and Jabronis. When I count to 3, I'm gonna light my joint.
Hold up.
I'm gonna let you get ready. You smoked the one I told you to have rolled. All right, so I'm gonna count to 3. I'm gonna light up. Pox is gonna light up. We want everybody at home that's watching with us to light up. So 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. So for today's edition of Joints and Jabronis, we will be starting with the first ever Jabroni stat of the month. And this Jabroni stat is brought to us by WrestleVotes. And WrestleVotes tweeted that 75% of WWE superstars use marijuana. Now, honestly, I was a little shocked by that number. I thought it was a lot less. What do you think?
Oh, I actually thought it was at least 80 to 90, but 75%, especially at this degree, I believe so as well. They'll put it.
What about, obviously, we know Matt Riddle, probably other guys who get high on the regular. Is there any wrestlers that you think in the WWE that don't look like they smoke weed, but they smoke on the regular?
Well, it kind of surprised me when I found out Randy smoked. That kind of answers a lot of other questions for me.
Yeah. So making its return to Joints and Jabronis, our technically second segment of the episode, Jabotches. All right, Pox. So for our first Jabotch, we are going to watch Nia Jax kill Kairi Sane. Are you ready?
Y'all need to leave Nia Jax alone, but I'm ready.
Let's do it.
She's
just going to take Kairi, just BAM! Head first into the steel steps. Yeah, that was my reaction too. Let's see the aftermath. So how do you feel about Nia Jax? Do you think she is an unsafe worker?
What? I guess you want me to die right now for my honest opinion.
You gotta use your. We're just Joints and Jabronis, baby. We're always.
No. I'm all for that. So first things first. When it comes to Nia Jax, I'm very, very personal when it comes out to her. But is she an unsafe worker? Absolutely. There's no denying that shit. She does need work, but there were a lot of people that needed work as well. The fact that she was called up way earlier than she was supposed to. Working. I love Nia Jax, don't get it twisted, but at the same time, when it comes out to her work, it's just very difficult. She can tell a good story in some of her matches. Not all of them. Some of her matches do have a good story.
I think she's a little unsafe, especially because she's been wrestling so long. So, I mean, you got to get it together eventually. You can't just be throwing people fucking face first into steps and keep getting away with it. So, hopefully, they fix the problem. So, next up on Jabotches, We are gonna watch Shotzi Blackheart almost kill herself. Are you ready? I'm gonna play it right here. She goes up top.
Oh,
Oh! Almost broke a neck. Almost broke a neck. How do you feel about Shotzi Blackheart, and how do you feel about that spot?
well, that spot first. Well, first of all, Shotzi Blackheart. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't been watching much her work lately, but as from the shit I've seen her do, I like what she's doing. Back to that spot. Oh god, I kind of get nightmares from that type of shit. This from an old Undertaker spot, but
Yeah.
we all watch WrestleMania 25. We all know that spot we talking about. Thank God that she didn't break her neck. That's all I got to
Word.
say.
Next up, we have Mike Tyson not being able to rip his shirt. How you feel about Tyson in AEW?
Well, I love it. To me, Tyson is the greatest fighter of all time. One of my personal goals when wrestling is to interview Mike Tyson. Shit, but I personally want to meet Mike Tyson so bad. When you like 2 or 3, like you supposed to just watch Barney and all the other cartoons, bruh. All I was watching was Mike Tyson fight. You're one of us, and we can tell. We ain't gotta look at certain interviews shit like that. We can tell you one of us. Like we all share the same blood. That's why it's like, man. That's why shit, man. That's why I love this shit as a whole.
And next up, we are going to talk about the jabronis of the month. First jabroni we have is Tessa Blanchard, the world or former world's Impact champion. She just got released from her contract as heavyweight champion because she just ain't feel like coming to work. She said, fuck it. She just wanted to chill in Mexico with Daga pretty much. I mean, I'm sure there's more to it, but she didn't even send them. There's a lot of backstage heat on her from Impact, apparently. What are your thoughts on it, and what do you think's next for Tessa?
How I feel about her first as a wrestler, I love it. But when it comes down to like all the other shit, boy, that got a whole lot to say. I'm gonna be straight with you like that. She got a whole lot of shit to clarify. That's first off. We can call it allegations, we can call them facts, we can call them opinions, all the great shit that's been going on with came out from her, all the bullshit that came out with her, like it's all been thrown at our face, and we wasn't even paying attention. It was already questionable with her not showing up already when this fucking Corona shit happened. Like, why isn't the world champion not here? If not, why isn't something being done about this?
Of course, we can't finish Joints and Jabronis without, I guess, discussing the speaking out movement. A lot of high-profile wrestlers, both on the independent scene in WWE, NXT, AEW, guys like Jimmy Havoc, Matt Riddle, obviously, Velveteen Dream, just big guys' names, and Joey Ryan, guys that got a lot of serious allegations, whether it's sexual misconduct, abuse, whatever it's assault. Just what's your whole take on it? What's your feelings? Is this good for wrestling? Is this bad? At the end of the tunnel, is there a light?
Well, I always say that there's a light at the end of the tunnel for anything, especially when it comes out of wrestling. When it comes to this speaking out thing at the moment, it's going to be a real bumpy road before things get normal when it comes out to certain athletes. Now, as for the ones that's actually just got their hand in, got caught in the cookie jar, that's on them. They know they should have been doing the fucking bullshit that they should have been doing in the first place. This shit is hitting like a wildfire. It's like a big tornado and shit. I really feel like wrestling is burning, but I feel like that it's gonna rise like a phoenix, but it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, I think it's a shitty situation, but at the end of the day, they're weeding out all of the weeds, basically in the garden, so the garden can flourish. So hopefully wrestling at the end of the day just gets better. We've gotten rid of some trash, and the trash is not coming back. And whoever else is out there thinking of doing jabroni shit, just don't do it. All right, Pox, we're gonna wrap up. Where can we find you?
Okay, well, if you need to find me, you can find me at Instagram at Weed and Wrasslin. That's WeedandWrasslin, as well as on Twitter as well. And you can also find me at Goddammit Poxley at IG. Also, season 2 for Weed and Wrasslin coming soon before the end of summer. I appreciate you having me, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on. You can find me at spick_flare, woo, 3 O's. And look out for Wednesday Night Warriors coming out every Thursday. You know me and my man Romeo. We do what we got to do with the NXT and AEW. Check out everything else on True Hill Heat. Like, share, subscribe. We are everywhere. We do everything. It was glad to be back with Joints and Jabronis. Pox, it was a pleasure having you. We will see you guys later.
Thank you for having me, bro. Shout out to our people, black people and Hispanics. We getting the most TV time. We getting the most wins. We getting the most championships right now. So shout out to us. That's for certain other people who are falsely accused. That needs to be done. And when I say done, I don't mean by just, they're good, everything else is fine, don't worry about it. Nah, something needs to be done with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as for the ones that's actually just got their hand in, got caught in the cookie jar, that's on them. They know they should have been doing the fucking bullshit that they should have been doing in the first place. This shit is hitting like a wildfire. It is like a big tornado and shit. I really feel like wrestling is burning, but I feel like that it's gonna rise like a phoenix. But
Yeah, I think it's a shitty situation, but at the end of the day, they're weeding out all of the weeds, basically in the garden, so the garden can flourish. So hopefully wrestling at the end of the day just gets better. We've gotten rid of some trash, and the trash is not coming back. And whoever else is out there thinking of doing jabroni shit, just don't do it. All right, Pox, we're gonna wrap up. Where can we find you?
okay, well, if you need to find me, you can find me at Instagram at Weed and Wrasslin. That's WEEDANDWRASSLIN, as well as on Twitter as well. And you can also find me at Goddammit Poxley. Also, season 2 for Weed and Wrasslin coming soon before the end of summer. I appreciate you having me, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on. You can find me at spick_flare, woo, 3 O's. And look out for Wednesday Night Warriors coming out every Thursday. You know me and my man Romeo. We do what we got to do with the NXT and AEW. Check out everything else on True Hill Heat. Like, share, subscribe. We are everywhere. We do everything. It was glad to be back with Joints and Jabronis. Pox, it was a pleasure